Good morning, Cardano Army. It's your boy Boomin coming at you with yet another video, guys. Go ahead and do all the things that the algorithm likes. Let's get right into the show. So today we're talking about ADA, obviously, and taking a look at the price here. Cardano is down a little bit today, but all altcoins are down. There's only a couple of coins pumping as we speak right now, so not really too concerning, guys. We just need that bull run. We need that altcoin season. Looks like Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing their thing, you know, making new all-time highs here, making new all-time highs there, and it's just only a matter of time for altcoins to follow the same road. Cardano sitting here at 85 cents. You know, we're already up 131% over the last year, so if you've been stacking, staking, and chilling like you should have been, you should be in a good position as we speak. Now, guys, you already know how I feel about Cardano, so I really don't have to explain it. Let's go ahead to the Cardano news. So, Cardano native assets can now be transferred directly inside Unreal Engine 5. This is pretty cool. So let's see here. There's a short video here, and I'll go ahead and play it for you guys. There's no sound to it, but as you can see, got some wallet assets there, send assets, got some code here. I don't know why my quality just tanked. Transactions confirmed, so this is pretty cool. And we can see it uploaded onto the blockchain there, guys. So this is actually pretty awesome. Shout out to Unreal Engine 5. Major step forward for Web3 gaming and virtual economies. And then there's a hint that Unreal Engine Mint coming. Who knows? So obviously this is for in-game economies, microtransactions, supported by Cardano on the blockchain. I do think that crypto will be integrated into gaming as future technology gets better. So this is pretty cool, guys. Let's go ahead and move on. So just recently, Cardano has hit 112 million transactions with dirt cheap fees. Cardano has officially processed over 112 million transactions while keeping fees under 25 cents average. Cardano is one of the cheaper blockchains to use. I think Vechain is probably the cheapest, but Cardano is really up there. This proves that once again, scalability and affordability can go hand in hand. Is this the model every blockchain should follow? I wholeheartedly agree. You know, I wholeheartedly agree. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on, guys. Not too much today. We got the Hosk here. Let's take a look.
Yep, but I do believe we will live in a world of $1 million Bitcoin. I think it'll happen. It's hard to say when. I don't think this cycle. I think we'll probably cap out around 250,000. But I think inevitably over the next 10, 20, 30 years, we will see that day where there's $1 million Bitcoin.
And you say Bitcoin this cycle you believe can get up to $250,000. You've said that before.
Yeah.
What drives that? And does this cycle end at the end of the year or into 2026?
2026, and the inventories are just too low. I mean, everybody's buying it. You know, you have all these DATs and you have these sovereign funds and other people, and there's just not enough Bitcoin being produced. So it's a supply and demand mechanic. And if you take a look at the buy volume in the Wall Street demand that's coming, there's just simply put not enough Bitcoin to go around. So if you look at the models, it's somewhere in that 150 to 300,000, and the expected value kind of sits around that 250 mark. And we've already achieved a great deal. And what's nice is once Bitcoin stalls, then people, I'm not getting enough love in Bitcoin. So then it leaks into the alts. So that's what creates the GigaChad bull run for that. And I think the big push is going to be the Clarity Act being passed. And that'll probably be passed around September to October. And then once that's in market, the Mag 7 will come in, other people will come in, and everybody will just start taking a little bit of crypto in their treasury management in the Fortune 500. And these are trillion-dollar companies, and so by extension, that demand is just simply put too high. The driver for Bitcoin DeFi is if all these large institutions hold Bitcoin, they're going to want, as a CFO, to create yield for that. They just don't want to have an opportunity cost of holding an asset that's passive and doesn't do anything. So if somebody comes to them and says, you can click this toggle and work with a third-party treasury management firm and get 5 or 6% like a T-bill on your Bitcoin at a relatively low risk, they'll be like, yeah, I'll do that for 20 or 30% of my inventory. And maybe that's $200 million or 300 million. Sum that across the whole Fortune 500. That's a TVL of probably 50 to 100 billion just off of that. So the numbers work very well for Bitcoin.
From your lips to God's ears, Charles Hoskinson. Bitcoin to 250. And then he says a Giga Chad bull run will be next. And I wholeheartedly agree. You know, guys, as prices go down and move sideways, things can tend to get a little boring, but that is when you want to buy. All right, so don't forget it. That's all we really got today. Not too much crazy news going on in the ecosystem. I love y'all. Short video today. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to keep talking to you guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna end this. Have a great one. Keep stacking, staking, and chilling. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and that notification bell so you never miss a Vechain or a Cardano update. Have an amazing day, guys. Goodbye.